believe that you should not have a firearm to protect yourself, but you should pay for them to have firearms to protect them. They don't believe that your children should be educated. They believe that they should be indoctrinated. They're dragging up that hill all types of things. CRT, transgenderism, this idea of murdering people. Who in the world came up with that garbage?
On the new Metallica album, right off the bat, I give it a solid B. It's not bad. It's really not. This is an album that would obviously fit very well mid-90s Metallica. Load, Reload. You could call this post-load if you want to. It's actually a really good, decent album. Definitely better than anything they have come out with their last two, in my opinion. There was actually even some parts in some of the songs that were actually not so much jam-based hard rock, but were actually more metal. Very reminiscent of some Ride the Lightning, Kill 'Em All. You know, it was definitely, that made me very happy to hear right there. There were some times I actually got up and was like, oh yeah, that's awesome, there we go. Some guitar harmonies and some really fast double bass. Definitely a much better album than we have come to expect from Metallica over the last 15 years. So that's my metal thought on this album. And yeah, it's definitely, I think it's even worth buying maybe on CD if you were to get to that. It wouldn't be a bad purchase. So, till next time, this is Pathos, stay metal.
Metal thought, number 4. And you might also be wondering, why is he wearing sunglasses in the house? Because I look a lot cooler. Metal thought number 4 is really just an ode to Scandinavia, in particular, Sweden. What is it about the dark and colorful sounds that have come out of Sweden since the time immemorial, it seems like at this point? What is it that's so good about it? Can anyone really put their finger on it? I can't, but I know it's there. My personal, current favorite band from Sweden is Hypocrisy. I've been listening to them a lot over the last couple of years, really digging down into their discography. Another one that I would recommend for all of you guys is older Meshuggah. I'm talking older. Chaos Sphere, Destroy, Erase, Improve. I love all the Meshuggah stuff, but the old stuff had that really aggressive and thrash almost elements to it. Of course, then you have both the melodic side and the more non-melodic side, especially in the death metal scene in Sweden. The difference between Stockholm and Gothenburg, of which I really do love both. And so listing my personal favorites that I can just rattle off the top of my head: Entombed, In Flames, Hypocrisy, Amon Amarth, Meshuggah, and there is so many more that if I had a list in front of me, I could just bore you with, or you probably wouldn't be bored, because it's all amazing. So in short, I believe that we should all be a little more Scandinavian. God bless the Europeans for the amazing music that they do, and I will continue to enjoy it as long as God lets me do that on this earth. So, this is Pathos, stay metal. Top of the morning to you. It's time for Metal Thought. 5. Guys, our metal is too polished. We need to go back. We need to regress to go forward. If we edit the crap out of all of our recordings with all the tools we have now, we take all the life out of it. Leave those tiny mistakes in. Leave in those wrong hits, those wrong notes. And can we go back as much as possible to using and recording on real amps? Not a law. I'm just as bad about it, but it's a good thing to work towards.
I shall not
think about that. This is Pathos.
Makes me lie down
Stay
in the
metal.
green pasture.
And those who cause
Reaches up my head with all
violence,
because
those
voices don't speak the face of my
including the
head.
KKK,
You and I know and do not believe that
white
life is so dear and peace so
and
sweet
other
that can be
hate
purchased
groups.
at the price of chains and slavery.
Read your Bible. Believe in God.
Told the children of
Read
Israel
your
to live in slavery
Constitution.
under the Pharaoh.
Hold them dear to your heart.
But Christ have reduced
Place
the cross.
that bayonet of
So the
courage
patriot that conquered
on
bridge have
top
thrown
of
down
that
their guns
rifle
and reduced
of
the fire
knowledge.
shot around the world.
Steel your
The martyrs
spine.
of history were not
and get ready
And our
to
honored
charge
dead
down that
gave their
hill.
lives to stop the
And let's
advance of the
sweep
Nazis.
this socialist
Didn't die in
hole
vain.
off of this
Where
blessed
then is the road
land
to
we
peace?
call the shining
Where the
city on the
simple
hill, the United States.